Hello, students. This lesson today is called Graphing Equations in Slope-Intercept Form, and this is going to become your best friend. Slope-intercept form is the easiest way to graph an equation, and this is the formula for slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b, and this is something you need to get memorized because you will use it pretty much the rest of the year, all through your algebra. M is your slope. You should know that. M stands for slope, and that is what represents slope. It's the number right in front of x. B is your y-intercept. That means that is the point where the line will cross the y-axis, which is your vertical axis. So B is your y-intercept. M represents the slope of the line. And of course, you have your y and your x in there. Let's continue and see some of the things you're going to be doing. Okay, so write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form with the given slope and the y-intercept. Does that give us some more room? So you're told the slope is 2, the y-intercept is 4. And remember, your equation is y equals mx plus b. So we're going to put y equals, because slope-intercept form is always y equals. M is your 2, that's your slope, then x, then plus 4 because it's a positive 4. That's it. You're done. You're going to plug a 2 in for M, the 4 in for your B. You're finished. Do it again over here. Y equals, slope is negative 5. That goes in there for M. Then you've got your X. Then you've got y-intercept of positive 3. Done. Let's keep going. Y equals 3/4 is your slope. Then you've got your X. Then you've got a y-intercept of a negative 1. And you're finished. It won't always say plus b. It depends on what b is. If b is negative, then it's minus b. Do it again. Y equals negative 5/7 x minus 2/3. That's your y-intercept. You are finished again. And yes, there will be fractions in these, in some of these. Important note, there's never anything in front of y. It's just y. It cannot be left negative. There's nothing in front of it when it's in slope-intercept. Let's go to the next section. Next section says write an equation slope-intercept form for each graph shown. Well, when you need to write it in y equals mx plus b form, you have to have the y-intercept and slope. Well, the y-intercept is easy if you're looking at a graph line because it's the point where the line crosses the y-axis, and that is at positive 2. So we already know this equation ends with a positive 2. We know it begins with y equals, and we have an x here. All we need now is the slope. So find 2 points on the line, and we're going to count up and over and figure out our slope. We'll go 1, 2, and then it's going to be up 2, over 1, 2, 3, over 3. So our slope is 2/3 x. And we're finished. Up 2, over 3. Let's do it again over here. Y equals, we needed slope, then our x, and now our b. Let's find our y-intercept first. That's the easiest. It's at positive 1, so it'll be plus 1. Now let's go find our slope. We'll start here. We'll go up 1, so positive 1. Then we'll go left 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left 5. So our slope is a negative 1/5 x plus 1. And the negative doesn't matter if it goes with the 1 or the 5, as long as there's a negative in front of the slope. It just needs to be drawn or written right in front of slope. So it's a negative 1/5 slope. Up 1, left 5. Let's do another one. Y equals, find our slope first. The y-intercept first. Here's where it crosses the y. 1, 2, 3. So it's a positive 3 is our y-intercept. Now let's find slope. Let's find another point on the line. Remember, to find slope, all you need are 2 points on the line. You could use this point, this point, it doesn't matter which point you use. If you use the two closest together, you won't have to simplify your slope. So it would be 1, 2, we went down 2, and then left 1. So it's negative 2 over 1. We're just going to write negative 2x plus 3. Y equals negative 2x plus 3. And we're done. I'm going to show you what I mean if I used a point a little lower. Let's say I used this one down here. You're going to see what happens to our slope. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 6, over 1, 2, 3, over 3. When we simplify negative 6 over 3, we get a negative 2. So it doesn't matter which 2 points you use, but the closer they are together, the less simplifying you have to do. All right, let's go on to the last section. This is when you're just going to graph each equation. And I have several equations here I'm going to show you. If the equation is already in slope-intercept form, like this one here, again, it's y equals mx plus b, and that's exactly the form this equation's in. 2 is your m, negative 4 is your b. Then you can just go right ahead and graph it. You're going to start with your y-intercept, which is negative 4. Go to your graph. Find your y-axis, drop down negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. Put a point at negative 4. Next, you're going to apply your slope, which is the number right in front of x. The slope is rise over run. If you've got a positive number, make it a fraction. So it is rise over run. It's a ratio. So if it's positive 2, it's 2 over 1. You're going to start at your y-intercept, your b. That's always your starting point. And then you're going to go up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. And they will line up in a straight line. If you want to go the other way, you could go down 2, left 1. That's still 2 negative moves make a positive. And you're lining up your points. And then you draw a line through the whole thing, arrows on each end, and you graphed it. And that's how easy it is. Now, what if your equation is not in slope-intercept form to start with? That's going to look like one like this. Well, we got to put it in that form. So we're going to start with moving our 3x to the other side. So minusing 3x. We'll end up with a positive 2i equaling a negative 3x plus 6. We want to put our x in front of our y-intercept, so always put x first. Then we have to get rid of this 2 in front of y. We can't be left with the number in front of y. Divide by 2. Everything on the other side gets divided by 2. Everything on both sides. 2's cancel here, leaving y. This makes negative 3 over 2x. Leave it improper, it's slope. Plus 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now we have it in slope-intercept form. Start with our y-intercept right here. So we'll go to the y, go up 3, put our first point. Then we'll apply our slope. Negative 3 over 2. That means I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, right 2, 1, 2, put a point. Down 3, right 2. Now what if I'd rather use the negative on the bottom and be 3 over negative 2? Then I would go up 3, left 2. As long as I'm making one negative move, up 3, left 2, it is correct because this has a negative slope. This line is a negative. And that's it. That's graphed. Let's do another one. Get you several examples of this. Pull this one back down here. Let me show you this one real quick. If it's y equals a negative 1, that's your y-intercept. It's in slope-intercept form. You don't have a slope. You don't have an x. It means your slope is, if it's not there, it's 0. This is a horizontal line. So you go to the y-axis at negative 1, put a dot, and then you draw a horizontal line. And you're done. Those are really quick and easy to graph. Oops. Okay. Now, I did it again. That's kind of funny. All right. Let's do another one that's not in slope-intercept form. And this will be our last example. This is a negative 4x. We need to move to the other side. We'll be left with y equals positive 4x plus 2. And we're done. It's in slope-intercept form. It's that quick. So we'll go to the y-intercept, go up 2, put a dot. There's your starting point. Then apply the slope. It's positive 4, so we put it over 1. It means we go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1. We run out of room there. We'll go back. We'll go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, left 1. Make two negative moves, so it's still a positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, left 1. And we'll draw our line. And that has a really steep line on that one. And that's going to wrap it up. That should be plenty. You should understand this lesson fully. It's really easy. I'll see you in class.